hand. I don't know. I don't know what a hand chair is. I still can't get here, can I? I don't have a level 6. Oh. This game loves to give you things that you can't actually do. Cubes. Don't let me out. I don't want to do it. You're giving me something I can't do again. What the fuck? You're evil. Ow. I hate how they dodge. And I hate how it says it's red, you shoot, and then it doesn't hit. What's this doing up here, huh? Who works up here? Who works up here? Hmm? Who works up there? Well, I could go explore, but there's probably tons of stuff I can't get yet. I don't really fancy exploring, and I can't get stuff. All the shit in this building, you question that. But how are people supposed to get up there who work here? They can't fly. I can fly. They can't fly. Dylan! Are you Dylan? Did I ever get the mold pill? I still haven't. Oh, let's have a look, see if it's updated. Oh, I can go check on her progress. Okay. I can go do it now. Oh, the game just crashed. Again. What the fuck? Wow. Twice it's crashed. It didn't crash once yesterday. Why is it crashing today? We didn't start the fire. Start papaya. Repeat. Welcome to the pit. Fallout 3. I can fly now. Hello.
I finished synthesizing the sample.
Yay, give me the pill. I don't want to get pregnant.
Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
So you promise I won't end up walking around covered in mold?
Oh, the pill will prevent any biological infection by the mold.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Oh, honestly.
You didn't even take it without any water?
Cheese?
Cheese is gross.
Taste the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
You took it without any water.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
Investigate the pit. Which is what? Down here? Still? Active threshold. Where is the pit? This is the pit, isn't it?
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
This wasn't here before, was it? Ow. Level 9? Jesus. Wow, now OBS is dying, is it? No, it's on full screen still. Nothing's open in the background, apart from what I'm using.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
Wow. Okay, Gordon Ramsay. New cooking book. How to cook with mold.
God. Further below the bullshit smells.
Cooking with mold. If I could make you mine. If I could turn back time, I would hit the ground running. Telekinesis is OP. Mannequins! We found the mannequin. Oh, these are test dummies. They're not really mannequins.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the thresh mold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
Did my mum ever see eat your vegetables or you'll turn green? No. Oh, fucking Nora. No! I was so close! He had like 5%. One more shot and he would have died! Fuck! The room's too small, really, for the fight. No, great. There's a spawn point above the pit. Full damage is dumb. Where was it? I don't remember. This one? No. They really should have made it so there was a little picture of the area next to it. Nope. Don't know which one it was. No. Active fresh mold.
Is that the source?
Yeah, you were here a second ago.
Kind of pretty.
No, definitely not.
Nope.
fucking see anything. But I don't know what's hitting me half the time.
I need to stop being surprised by all the weird shit in this place.
Return, but there's no way to get back up. How do I get out of here? There's a little door in the hole in the wall. And there's a control point here. Hole in the wall. Health recovery.
Good. Need more.
My cooking is delicious. With you. Corrupted sample. All of the health. Why don't they just put a control point in that room with her? I mean, not in the room, outside the room, you know what I mean. Like, down here. Put one here. Somewhere. Like, put it here. Or put it here. I've done your bidding, you bitch.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big, angry plant. Like, gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it! You found the source and you killed it! I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really. It's too much. Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially.
I hope she dies.
Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that. Thanks
4
for the
ability points.
information.
My pleasure. Back again, Director.
Old removal. Oh God. Oh no. Let's go speak with Emily. No. Go away, Mr. Xavier. No. Final health unlock, 15%. Is that it? Go from 30 to 15. More melee damage, flight. More flight. We've got all the abilities now. Huh. Ba-dum, 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 boom, boom. Dylan!
Oh my God, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code?
Put a record on it.
Marshall with her CIA
The fuck?
spy shit.
Arish.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Right, jukebox. Jukebox.
That is a jukebox token.
Yep.
Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation. That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them.
Salvador's
This
dead.
year's team went in the day the hiss arrived.
Oh, he doesn't know Salvador's dead.
To think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Oh my God, did she have to write everything in her made-up
Oh my
gibberish code?
God.
Fucking Marshall.
Fucking Marshall. Now it's open. Okay. With what? Oh, what the hell? I've no idea. I've no idea. Nothing's happened. I'm not gone anywhere. I'm just here still. It was the jukebox. This game is cursed. Game is cursed. So the song, the jukebox ended. So,
There you are. Did you find those Rangers at the formation?
I found them. But it's not good news. The Hiss got there first. Lots of them.
Another dead team. Jesus. You know, I should have seen this coming. The formation, it's got like a pull to it. Things just end up there. I'm sure you saw all the junk from the Bureau lying around.
There were a lot of Hiss, Arish. I mean, a lot.
not any more than usual.
Did they get pulled in too?
Or they forced their way in. The formation is just a big question mark to us. Who knows? You might even find some useful stuff down there. All I know is we cannot let the Hiss get comfortable.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Uh-huh. A simple one. You need to find more tokens
No, of
and
course.
clear the Hiss the fuck out of the formation.
That is simple.
Oh, and I found a file on the formation while you were gone. You take a look for yourself if you want. A lot of the terms in there are way beyond me. I don't like to overcomplicate these situations. When in doubt, fuck it. Shoot something, right?
Real helpful, Arish.
I try.
Oh, I got loads of jukebox items.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Loads of jukebox tokens. Jukebox tokens can be structured at control points or earned through bureau alerts. Oh, great. It's not horde mode, is it? A literal horde mode. Oh, no. I refuse. I refuse. Not doing it. Well, I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. Do 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 do. Whoa! I never meant to brag.
Fucking Marshall, they're CIAs. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the Hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the Hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay Hiss.
Old friends.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Where's Dylan?
What's emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did
Like my new suit. Not gonna mention it.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he?
Where is he?
I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Speak with Dylan on the upper level.
Oh, did she have to write everything in a made-up generation code? Fucking Marshall, CIAs.
Just when I thought things were stabilizing, Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Pope's promotion.
Need-to-know basis. Well, I need to fucking know. I'm an upper-level executive.
What do you know about this Arish guy?
I heard some Rangers
What the fuck?
they were
Post-it note heaven.
and Arish.
Sticky note complaint.
All right, but
read it. God, but which one is it? No. No. To whom it may concern, in case you're not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I'll be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Sincerely, J. Bozer, Vice Chief of Staff.
Why the fuck didn't we put a bullet in that thing's head?
I heard it's the director's brother.
Wow, they're saying to shoot my brother. Where is he? At the upper floor. Over here. Hello, he's floating.
You are a worm through time.
Oh dear.
The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
You've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Yep.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit.
Yes, I'm wearing an orange suit, yes.
This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, baby.
Oh, alright, baby, baby.
Safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you.
The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
In your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there.
Clearance 6.
Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for this light projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunder.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird?
What are you implying?
I find that weird.
What are you implying?
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been near you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our
Right.
words, but you forget. This happens more.
What are you implying that he's implying? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. What is he implying? He's saying Jesse and Dylan are both both a boy and a girl's name. What is he saying? You saying that there was only ever one? We are the same person? We split? Something like that? Or is he just talking mad bullshit? Were we just one person that split? Fuck knows. I feel like he's implying that we're the same person somehow. Jesse and Dylan are both boys. Could be both a boy or a girl's name. You're taking notes. Yes. He gave me levels. Did he give me level 6? Did I not pick it up? Yeah. No stuff I can't pick up. Shatter. 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 Some of these are gold. I guess the gold ones have 2 in them, maybe? Maybe. Like me? Oh, Jesus. I'm golden. I missed this. Prime candidate program. This way. Hi. Hey.
To find new prime candidates, the Bureau needs a director.
Mm-hmm.
Our future. P6 and
Self-reflection. What's going on in here? Trying the bongos. Ah! Bongos have ceased. P6. P7. Closed cases. Uh-oh. Here we go. Sounds different. I don't know why.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP. Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who Who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
Mastermind. Here's a big chair. Wow, that's a big chair.
I want the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here.
Is Meg supposed to be
Use those
me?
brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Is the boy supposed to be Dylan? The boy, where is he? I don't know where he is. Dylan! Son of a bitch. P6.
I wish things had gone differently and ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things.
Ordinary.
Finding the projector will.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6, and the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the
They never found me.
so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here, and I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Robert's got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
They were looking for me this whole time and I just walked through the door 17 years later. Victim autopsy. Blunt force injuries of the head and neck. Extensive trauma of the abdominal region. Lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso. Fracture of the spinal cord between the L1 and L2 vertebrae. Avulsion. Fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right. Blunt force injuries of the extremities. Abrasions, lacerations, and contusions of the extremities. Dislocation of left and right elbow. Dislocation of left and right knee. Determined the cause of death was internal bleeding. P7.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see?
I'm P7.
We
Yeah.
need to find that projector.
So they had pictures on me, but they didn't get me. Huh.
All the times I felt paranoid. I was right.
But they didn't take
The
me
Bureau
in.
could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Movement tracking. Arrived in New York City. Is that the day we arrived here? am I going? Where's the Alan Wake stuff? That's heavy. Candidate P7 outfit. Oh, okay.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other kids as well. We loved it.
How have they got this?
Time I remember was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown
Psychiatrist.
away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents...
Fucking
drink?
psychiatrists, man.
Did that make you uncomfortable?
They're so fucking shit.
No,
Unreal.
that's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
What's that picture again?
I studied what happened in Ordinary here.
Yep.
That's the place to start looking.
Love in an elevator. Willow shipping manifest. Dead dog. Ow, Jesus.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
Oh. Subway? What? New York City subway?
We're going back home.
What? It's connected to Ordinary.
It started there, and it's never gone away.
Suddenly, out of the darkness, a flashlight appears. Alan Wake. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alan, 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 Alan. Me in. Typewritten page supplement. What? That. Right, fools! Alan Wake! The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigation's sector. The page has been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral appendix. Text transcribed from the item. For 10 years, I don't know how to do his voice. For 10 years, I tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they're all the same. It's a hideous trap. My every thought made real. Fear. Desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought only can drive you mad. The identified words in the scratched out portion. Fools. Bright fools. Haunting. Wake. Alan Wake. Light switch. Ocean. Too late. And final sentence. You've been warned. So is the lake an astral plane? Because, yeah, I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't played it. You played very little of it. I don't really want to spoil it. And more of a horror game. More of a survival horror game. This is more supernatural. Feel free to talk about it. Well, your wife gets pulled into like the lake, the ocean. You save her at the end, but then you get pulled in, and the DLC is you in the lake or the ocean. And at the end of the DLC, you don't know if you've actually gotten out or not, and it kind of just, there's a big cliffhanger. It's like, no, I want to know what happens. He goes, it's not a lake, it's an ocean. It just ends. Yeah, it's more of a survival horror. It's more like your Resident Evil 4 type deal. Teeth.
blocking it.
And there's a house on the lake, and then you go back and it's not there. It's like, well, where did it go? Maybe it shifted. Guessing that's it. Nope. And Alan Wake American's Nightmare, I'm not really sure where that actually takes place. Oh, Alan Wake American Nightmare takes place in the TV show that is inside of Alan Wake. It's very weird. It's like, is this real? Is this not real? Is this in the lake? I have no idea.
Control panel nearby.
American Nightmare hasn't aged as well. It's still great for a first playthrough, like for a single playthrough, but not like it's you know, going back to it, it hasn't aged as well as just the base standard Alan Wake. Alan. Like a cup of Joe. The old gods of Asgard are going to be mentioned. What about Barry? Is it Barry? Beneath an ocean of darkness in a mirror of light, balance becomes our stranger. How do I get through there? Because I haven't played Alan Wake since 2011, so my memory is a bit... I haven't played through the main campaign since 2011, so... My memories of bits of it are a bit patchy. It came out in 2010. Been 10 years. 10 years. What is that? The fuck? What's going on with that wing? Oh. It's so it can be maneuvered. No, it's broken. No, it's definitely... What is it? It's an old ass plane. Is that what not Marshall? Marshall? Yeah, Marshall was in. He looks like she's kind of got that gear on to fly something like that. Right. Yeah, and Alan Wake, he keeps finding pages that basically tell him that he wrote, but he can't remember, and that's going to tell him what happens in like 10 minutes of gameplay. And everyone's very suspicious about him. They think he like killed his wife. And I think he even starts questioning himself. Airplane evaluation order. Private airfield. Cincinnati. Expected to be connected to the... Black box is being evaluated. No altered status has yet been detected. Oh, we're back here. Back here. Lights are on. Ordinary. Ooh. What's it under? Where was that ordinary thing? No idea. Oh, these tutorials? I have no idea. Oh no, it's... Fuck.
The containments.
Yeah. Max Payne, giving you a monologue. Where's my painkillers? Ordinary incident. I don't see it. Ordinary. You're so extraordinary.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. But this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No! Not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. That's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still...
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation" written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside of the town. When a specific set of slides are used in a projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. So Jesse's older than Dylan, okay. They were playing at a local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the fading children who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. All of them? Where are they then? Where are the other 15?
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward
Like Alan Wake.
archetypal objects, a gun, a television,
Alan Wake.
a supposedly haunted house.
The lake house.
So, clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality we empower with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Hang on. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There are a lot of dolls. DF. That's my brother. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. There was a therapy session. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note likely Tom Barlow missing, and his gang Freddy, note likely Frederick Bartwell missing. Hugo, note, no one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation, house. Witness testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector, and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said A lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Okay. The projector wouldn't turn off, so he changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Okay. These interviews are 8 years apart. One is at the bureau. One is just at a regular therapy session. Jessie said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Additional slide designation hand is verified and in bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation dog. Neil. Okay.
Annual evaluation of
Carla.
Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold,
2 words.
empty
4 words.
prison.
6 words.
Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter.
It's
The rabbit's
sleeping.
Not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Did he kill Carla? You deserve that. What's going on with the up the wall? Upgrade shatter. Level 3. Oh, god damn it. Gotta hold it. Here? Ah. Second slide was called The Meadow, but it was just really an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. Roll credits. In dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming down more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide meadow. So they've only got one of the slides so far that we know of.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary.
It's a model town of Ordinary.
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods,
Oh.
the dump.
Like that bit at the end of Hot Fuzz. Fee-fi-fo-fum. Godzilla. Nope. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Mrs. Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed her over a piano on her. They pushed a piano over on her and broke her legs. Jesus fucking Christ. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye. Mrs. Chester. Mrs. Chester, I always liked her. I liked her math. That was a tipping point. It was the Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realised something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the not mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mum and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I don't know. Disappearance of majority of Ordinary's population confirmed to result from slide projector related AWE. Was that Polaris? Did Polaris do that, you think? Made them disappear somehow? Fuck knows. Stage 1. Okay, this is stage 1. Stage 2. What's stage 3? Stage 3. Stage 4. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like a nuclear wave. Going out. Oh god. Have some plastic trees. Wherever they are. Jesus. Fuck me, calm down.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
It's not very good, is it? I think Pierce and Grip are probably the best, maybe. I don't know. Spin. I want upgrade spin. I don't want to use spin when it's just got one thing.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked.
Polaris.
By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What?
I don't know matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this. I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No. No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse.
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go.
But she's in like an insane asylum?
And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
I want to go back to her, the psychiatrist, and just do this. Just fly in front of her. Personal mod. Now where do we go? Ordinary supplement. The Bureau found one intact slide and burnt the remains of 6 others, unfortunately. And the burnt remains, okay. But they only found one. And they obtained the therapy sessions of Jesse. Claims there were 8 slides. So there's still one unknown accounted for. Huh. Ordinary dump. Oh, this is the dump.
The whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Darlin ordered them to stop working. It was sealed at the end of the month. Is this where it started? Is this where it came from? Uh-oh. Hello. Ugh. I need this for these guys. It'd be nice if you could just have like a weapon wheel and then change between all of them at once. Let me do the F. Jesus Christ.
We should check that lab.
Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. Here we go. Darling. You find the hiss.
Effective immediately.
He's closing it
I'm
down.
setting up a new department.
No.
Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
I was expecting an older projector. The face of the enemy. Finish tango. Beg your pardon. How do I deal with these guys? Must be a way. Hey, operator. Where's the control point? Just keep flying, 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 oh high. Oh hi ho. I should get charged if I can. You any good? The grenade launcher. Good. You fire all three at once.